Sean.
And I am Tammy.
Welcome to Life Lessons Unfiltered. Married and Mike.
Hope everyone is doing wonderful.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
You doing good? I'm doing
It's still
good.
hot outside.
It's hot as fudge. Can I tell you? That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Man, you know what? I forgot to pop my sunroof and crack my windows a little bit.
Yeah, well, you gonna fry today?
Yeah, because it's just driving over here
Now, you don't
earlier.
have that fancy car. You just hit the button,
Yeah, I
twice,
do.
hold, and you can put the
Yeah,
windows
yeah,
down.
Stop it now.
That's the-
Stop it now. I got a refrigerator in my car.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I
All
do, y'all.
right. So the topic for today is what have you learned about marriage that you didn't know before you got married? Sure.
It's work. God darn hard work. And the sooner you realize that, the better you're going to be.
That's how you look at it, like it's work, it's hard work. Like
Yeah,
that
'cause
sounds
when
like
you're
it's so
single-
daunting.
No, when
Give
you're
some people
single-
some hope out there.
Well, I mean, it's worth it. We talked about friendship before, but you got to put in the work.
You gotta put in the
The
work.
day-to-day work. You know, like when you single, you be like, this chick getting on my nerves. We ain't
Go
calling
on
her
to
no
the
more.
next.
Move on to the next one.
Right.
And unfortunately, marriage, you can't do that. You got to work at it. You
Well,
got
you're not supposed to do that, but these people,
Yeah, nowadays, these young folks.
they just want to give up. Like, but that's not what marriage is about, because the person that you fell in love with
Mhm.
is still in there somewhere. You may hate this heifer right now, or hate him
Well,
right
hate is a
now.
strong word.
Well, I'm not gonna. Well, sometimes you can get to like, I hate her. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that shit. It's I hate her, even though you know that is not totally true.
But you hating it right now.
99.9% of the
right
time.
now.
Yeah, you're just
Okay.
hating her right now,
Okay.
but
Or him.
right, or him right now. But you know, there's still love there,
Okay.
and you gotta always remember that there is still love there.
But
And
what happens when the love is gone? How do you know when the love is gone?
is the love actually gone, or you just forgot how to communicate? You forgot who you were.
Yeah, or you also put other distractions in your life that you don't have to deal with certain situations.
Right, they take you in another
Another
direction.
direction.
But the person that you still love, I believe,
It's still there.
right. Unless, of course, you know, they have gone on the dark side, they went down the drug aisle and, you know, or, you know, did something crazy that they can't come back from, then you have to move on. But I'm saying if you're having issues, you know,
Like leaving
what
the toilet
we
seat
would
up.
call normal issues, then you know, you gotta work it out. You gotta work it out.
Man, one thing I found out when I got married, when I first got married, for some reason women don't like hair in the sink. Like shaving, in my apartment, I just shaved and kept it moving. And one day I got an hair full. I was like, really? Okay.
That's just nasty. I don't wanna come in, you know, run
Mhm.
some water in the sink and your hair is floating everywhere.
Okay, I get it, it is nasty. That's
Okay.
all you can do with that.
So, what I learned
Okay?
is that when we first got married,
Mm-hmm.
or when you first get together with someone, you know, you think they are the perfect person. You
And I
know,
wasn't
you are still the perfect person
for her,
for me.
but
Y'all hear that, bitches? No, okay. The perfect person for me. But I realized during these years of marriage that this person that I think is perfect
Mhm.
for me is only human. They're
Yes.
going to make mistakes. They are going to, you know, say some effed up things sometimes. They're going to make mistakes, and they're going to do things that you may not like, but they're only human, and we got to give room for failure and opportunity to make it up.
for redemption. I like
for
that.
redemption.
I like that. I
Absolutely.
like that. I like that. We
So-
are all just human.
We are all just human.
But some of us out here is devils, but we ain't gonna talk about those people.
Well, that's for sure. Some of us out here are devils, and you'll know who they are. You know,
Yeah. The
you
devil
know who
shows
you,
himself
if
eventually.
you just look. And sometimes, you know, I think sometimes, devil,
Mm-hmm.
but you just want to give that person the benefit of the doubt.
Mm.
He couldn't have meant it like that.
Mm.
But and then 2 more months into the relationship, he don't say some real effed up things. Now you know, but it's too late to go back. You know.
Okay.
So we have to recognize those red flags and keep it moving
Okay.
by all means, at all costs.
At all costs.
Okay.
Recognize it.
And move the hell on. Let's pull some cards.
If there could be some redemption.
If there can be
If
redemption.
not, move
But
on.
you have to be willing to let it go, like you negotiating for your car. Okay, be willing to walk out the door. Gotta do it for your own sanity and your own worth, self-worth. Okay,
Okay. Next.
okay. My card for him, and this is questions for human couples. What do you have a passion for that nobody knows about? Wow. We might let some
Passion.
secrets out the taker
Passion for.
that nobody knows about.
Well, I'm definitely not a singer.
No, you're not. No, you're
And
not.
just about everything I do, people know about.
That would be a hard one for me
That's a
too.
hard one.
Like, what do I have a passion for that no one knows about? I have a passion for singing, but
Oh, but she can't sing.
but do I not have a passion?
Yes, she has the passion.
I have a passion.
Torturing
I have a
people
passion.
in a rude
I have
world.
a passion for a lot of things. I have a passion for milkshakes too, and I know I shouldn't eat them. but that's a hard one. So go ahead. I'm gonna let you
Alright.
slide with that one.
Okay, good. Okay, this is questions for humans, couples. If you could live today over again, what would you do differently today? Well, since half the day, oh, this is your question, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What would I do differently? I would have went to bed earlier last.
Okay.
I went to bed earlier last night,
Oh, I don't know.
like 2 a.m. and
Oh.
woke up like 6 something this morning.
Hmm.
So that's what I would have did different last night. But what would I have done today? Probably not smoke.
Pop that gum.
Pop that gummy. Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Wow.
So you have a do you know for us this week?
yes, I do.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure I'm gonna be fact checked on this, so good people out there, let me know. And I just had it. I was looking for it, and okay, this is just a funny one. I want all your married people to answer this question. It says married people masturbate far more than people who are living alone. Is that true or false?
Wow. Listen, I would really like to know.
Where I'm getting my questions from?
No, not where you getting your questions from, but I would really like to know. Put that in the comments. Like, are you
Did you
married,
masturbate?
single, or do you
Right.
masturbate?
How many times a week?
Yeah. I'm gonna put that there. Married.
No, okay, that's my did you know? But I don't know. I want to know from you.
Yes, that's a very good question. That's a very
Man, I'm
good
just curious. It
question.
says that married people masturbate more than people that live alone.
But why is that? Because they're not getting it, you think?
I don't know.
Uh,
Because I can only speak for myself. And
okay. Go ahead.
I
Speak for
don't
yourself.
know.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I can't figure that out.
Okay.
Because it ain't like you be saying no all the time.
Right. I never have a headache, so
Exactly. Even though we know sex cures headaches, that was my other did you know?
we're gonna look that shit up too.
Now she fact checking. Man. But okay. So
Okay.
that was my did you know, but I want to know.
Okay.
Okay.
So my red flag is if he tries to tell you how to dress. You've been with him for a month now, and now he's telling you, and it'll start off nice, you
Like,
know.
put those thongs on, the red ones.
No,
Take that
that's
suggestion.
not what I'm saying,
Listen.
ladies. I'm
That's not what you're
saying,
saying?
what I'm saying is, you know, it'll start off, you know, like this. I really like to see you in that red dress. Don't put on no shorts. That red dress really looks nice. And then you put on the red dress. And then a month later, you know, you go put on some shorts. I told you I don't like you in dresses. Now you all, you know, are in shorts. Now you have to put on. Just don't. It starts little and then it gets really big. Now he's telling you how to dress, and you was dressed that way when he met your ass. So just don't. It starts small. Red flags. You don't want to be in a controlled relationship.
I understand that control, but from a man's point of view, maybe it was you were going to his mama house and she had her belly and her butt and her boobies hanging out. Be like, look, we
Well,
can
I
go
can
meet my
understand
mom
that.
now.
I can
You know.
understand that, but
Unless your mom's wearing yoga pants and a belly shirt.
exactly.
You know, come on now.
But I know. But what I'm saying is,
I know
you
what
know,
you're saying.
that's constantly going on. Your dress, what you picked out of your wardrobe never works for him. You know, that's a red flag, and you really should.
Or you go back to our past episode and be like, look, give me your credit card. Let me go buy what you like.
and then you'll really see the true colors, because then you'll be like, what? Hold on, you in control now.
Red flag.
Red flags. Recognize them so we can do better, and we don't have to deal with them. Lead them to the devil. Okay.
To the devil. I dropped
Lead
my
them
card.
to the devil.
Oh, I see
Okay.
you taking a card.
Yes, this is your card.
Okay, stop reading my card.
I was trying to cheat a little bit. You always look devilish when you read these cards. That's all I can say. It's
Yeah.
like,
No, I want to understand and get the concept
go
of where it's
ahead.
going. Okay. Based on your experience in relationships, what key tip and strategies do you think young couples should know? Well, okay, that's your question, but I have something to say.
I mean,
about
well, I'm
this.
not clear on that question. Concerning what?
I don't know.
What
though.
areas?
Like
What,
based
you
on your
better-
experience in relationships, what key tips or strategy do you think young couples should
Well,
know? You've been talking about them.
Yes,
You went
young
through red flags.
couples, young couples, listen to me. You have to learn the art of communication. Communication is not about, you know, yelling to the top of your lungs to get your point across. It is listening to what the other person has to say.
Well, say that again, because right there, that's 90% of communication. Listening.
Listen.
But the whole thing,
Listening.
God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth.
You have to listen so you can respond appropriately. You can't respond to something that you ain't even hear the hell they said. You already have in your head this preconceived notion of their point, but you don't know their point until you listen. So communication, I think, is number one. If you, along with friendship, communication is number two.
Yeah, but then they go neck and neck.
Neck and neck,
Neck and
for
neck.
sure, for
One and
sure,
two.
for sure.
One with a close too.
Yes, and respect. And I'm not saying that, you know, they ain't gonna, relationships not gonna go through, you know, shit that may be border, I don't even wanna say border disrespect. But what I'm saying, betrayal. That kind of disrespect, you know, have you at the cookout with the other girlfriend and the ex and the baby and all.
Like baby mama.
That's disrespect. So be careful of that too. Those are key points. So
Don't invite your baby mama to the cookout when your girl's there.
no, please don't
Don't
do it.
do it.
Don't do
Don't
that.
do it to yourself.
I
Homies,
mean,
I'm talking
you know,
to you.
Unless they become friends, that's fine.
That
Stop
ain't never
looking
gonna
at the
happen.
goddamn shot. That ain't reality. Okay, most baby mamas are not friends and cool like that. But in a perfect world, I wish they could be.
I wish they
because
could be too.
the children would have a better upbringing. They would actually have a village to raise them because they
Yep.
live above households.
Yep.
But 9 times out of 10, that's not what it is. So just please show respect, and then you don't have to go there with the drama.
Save the drama for your mama.
Right. So
Okay.
did you have some key points?
Well, I think you pretty much hit on it, the respect part. I don't even understand these young people in their relationships nowadays. They call themselves so many different things. Poly this and what the heck? What is a poly?
I don't know, babe. We might do a show on that because we don't know. We just
I
don't
know what
know.
half these things are.
We just don't know.
You know?
So,
No,
What
put your phones down. Damn it.
yeah.
The worst thing is to go into a restaurant and everybody at the table is like this. Communicate.
When are you really communicating? If
You're not.
you at the restaurant on your phone, you at home and you on your games, and
You might as well stay home.
she got the kids. When are you communicating? When are you telling each other how your day was? When are you sharing those moments where you need somebody to be your cheerleader? Where's the communication?
Get off social media. That's not communication, people. This is communication.
That's a whole nother story, that social media shit.
Mm.
But I'm gonna leave you married people or you people in a relationship trying to get to the altar, wherever you're doing. Love yourself first, because you cannot pour into an empty cup. If you don't love yourself, you damn sure can't love nobody else. And you can't give love to the relationship that you love so much. You gotta pour into yourself first
Okay.
and make sure you love yourself.
Okay. And communicate with the partner.
Right.
So that's all we have to say about what have you learned about marriage that you didn't know before?
I think so. I mean, our take on that was just listen, remember that this person that you love and just think that he is so perfect today or she is so perfect when you're walking down the aisle, it's still gonna be the perfect person for you 30 years later, but they are gonna make mistakes because they're human.
Human.
So, don't fool yourself, because I think that's where you get into a trap too. Especially women, and I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. I have known women to lose their goddamn mind because they, husband did some foul shit. He out here cheating or whatever have you. But sis, that ain't nothing to lose your fucking mind about, because you gotta still keep it going. So don't be under any delusion that this person that you married is not gonna fuck up, because they do it. We all do. We all do, because we're human. So,
Okay.
with that,
I like that little recap.
wanna take us out?
Don't F up.
Don't fuck up.
Communicate.
Communicate.
Okay.
And
Put your
give
phones
room,
down.
and give room for redemption.
Not redemption. That's right.
Right.
Another key word. Communication, redemption. Or
But you
get
can't,
stepping.
it can't be a repeat offender, at some point it gotta stop, but that's another question, that's another subject, so.
Okie dokie. So, you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, so thank you for stopping by, checking us out, Sean and Tammy, the LOU family out there,
Yeah.
Married and Mike.
And before I say my piece, I just wanna say like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the other side. Keep it real, keep it loving, and until next time,